Figure fight club, we're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pose them up right. Let the showdown begin. In this action figure world, we're destined to win. Got my action force, they ready to strike. Transformers roll out, they're ready for the hype. Marvel and DC, heroes in the ring. With every epic clash, hear the crowd sing. Figure fight club, we're repping the crew. Flash in the night, join the figure fight club where legends ignite. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transform and roll out, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, we'll make our stand. From Megatron to Starscream, they're ready to fight. With every twist and turn, they light up the night. Collectors gather round, it's a sight to behold. With stories of valor and legends retold. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, corrosion. Transform and roll out, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, they'll make our stand. So grab your figures, let's make some noise. In the arena of action, we're all just toys. With every epic showdown, we'll cheer and we'll shout. In the Decepticast, there's no room for doubt. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transforming all out, let's take a stand.
Hello, welcome to, where are we at, 19? I always forget what episode we're on. Episode 19, Decepticast, Comic Con, no, TFCon in MCM London. That wasn't, like, whatever. That was a horrible name. Sorry for killing you guys with my singing. But let's bring Anna in.
Yeah, you were kind of struggling there without me, Caleb. I mean,
Yeah,
clearly,
I
you needed
need
a
you.
rescue here. You started singing.
I would say I'm just here to be pretty, but nope, I'm not even covering that one either.
Comic-Con instead of the Comic-Con, and yeah. It got interesting.
You know, I should have asked you this beforehand, but since we have so much like news to cover, do you want to not like show like what you picked up and maybe do that next week, and then we'll just kind of go over experiences?
I mean, it's up to you because we're going to be talking about a convention, and I brought convention-specific things, so
That's perfectly fine.
it's your call.
And that's primarily what you have is convention stuff. So I guess we'll.
I only bought the convention stuff. I didn't bring anything that was not exclusive or special right now.
Well, I think we should just get right into it then.
All right, let's talk
then. There was a bunch of stuff that happened this week.
There was a bunch of stuff. Absolutely.
You guys may or may not know this, but official toy news is brought to you by Collecticon Toys.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Yeah. Yo, not right, man.
We now return to the Transformers.
And don't forget to use FFC 10 at Collecticon Toys to get 10% off of all your Transformer needs. So first thing, let's start off. There was some big entertainment news this week. Everybody was talking about it. Non-Transformer fans was talking about it because it related to Transformers. GoBots is on Tubi. That's right. Get your free streaming platform and go check out GoBots streaming live on Tubi.
The best transforming robots cartoon ever created. Coherent plot lines, amazing humor, characters that you'll never remember their names because they don't even matter. It's just so engaging.
Right.
And Cycle has facial hair. I mean, he was the first, right? Long before Galvatron.
Yeah.
Geico had his 5 o'clock shadow. So go back to where it's at. Go.
I love this, that I'm being trolly about this, because so like I record a separate show too that goes over the news, and like sometimes I don't remember my slides, so I'm thinking what the next story was going to be this one, and it works so much better. But so is the really bigger news was Deadline confirmed. We've all been hearing about this. We heard about this pre-Comic-Con, that Kirkman was working with somebody, and the Energon universe was going to be brought to an animated series. So Deadline made it official. There's going to be an adult-oriented GI Joe and Transformers based off of the Energon universe comic books.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the adult focus in a similar vein to Invincible part of it, but like as long as it entertains somebody in the fandom, sure. I got our spark, so I was happy with that. We can have our gritty gritters now and watch everybody die and complain and be sad. It'll be great.
The positive thing I think we'll see from it is this content supporting our brands. So we always complain about that. It's a complaint is we don't have content supporting our brands. And here we go. I mean, Invincible seems to be successful, and it's a gritty, adult-oriented comic TV show. So probably what's going to be very similar.
Yeah, it's successful. So hopefully this is successful as well. And like the comics aren't terrible, so if it's similar to the comics, then it'll be all right.
And before we get moving on, I want to thank everybody in the chat. I've seen a lot of people that join us every week, so thanks for hopping in. We'll give shout outs.
Thanks for the birthday wishes, Stu. I appreciate it. It was Saturday.
Yeah. That's right, Anna. Happy birthday.
I'm older now. Ooh.
Let's see. What is next? Oh, yeah. Anna's favorite section.
I'll be back.
Guess who's back?
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
You gotta put your back into it, dumbass.
Oh, boys! I'm back!
I really enjoy when there's reissues because I'm a dork and I like playing these dorky videos. But Flames Toys has a reissue. They are reissuing their Windblade model kit. Anna, did you like this one?
I would like to recommend this figure to no one ever because I love the design. I love the design. It was controversial. It caused some shit. It was great. It was a good time. It's really pretty looking. My goodness, was that one of the least fun model kits I have ever put together. Like I had to take breaks. I had to take like multi-day breaks to get this thing together so that I wouldn't multi-day break it in half, right? Because it was just, woo. It was real painful.
And she has an issue standing, right? She needs a
She's not
stand.
great about standing. Yep. So you gotta get your stands out and give her a stand, and so they'll hold her to her waist, and she was no enjoyment. So really nice looking figure, really cool design. I know there was a KO company for a while that was saying that they were going to do action figure KOs of Flames Toy stuff. So they were going to like just make the figures and not have it be assembly. If that version came out and they fixed her feet, I would be all over being like, hey, get that. Because Flames Toys kind of screwed it up here. So, But yeah, not recommended.
It almost would be cool if they did alternate feet that were flat, and that might help out a little bit.
I do think that is one flaw with all the woman designs and Transformers is how often they have to give them heels for no reason, because they don't have hips and asses to show off. what heels
Yeah.
are supposed to be for. So who cares? Don't give them heels. It makes no sense.
And we're gonna see that with Iron Factory when we get to the
Yep.
Con stuff. So next up, more non-transforming Transformers. That's what a lot of the official news is a week. So 3.0 is doing a premium of their. It doesn't say if it's DLX or MDLX, but it's the 19-inch. So this
And it's
is
DLX.
yeah.
MDLX is little.
So this is a repaint of the Prime, but it's I don't know. It says premium, so I couldn't figure out what the difference is between premium. If it's premium painted, that's the only thing I can think of. But a lot of this stuff gets lost in translation because
there are multiple price points that 3.0 does, and I think the premium DLX is different. I think it's a little bit more money and more nice. And yes, Flame Toys did do a Snake Eyes. To whoever asked that question in chat, they did, and it has showed up on clearance all over the place.
It was at Ollie's. I almost got it at Ollie's, but I just didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, that would be fine.
You know, Zakane and I didn't even think about sending you this because he's a white Transformer, and we know you need your clear and your white Transformers. So. But they are also on the premium doing a Nemesis, Shattered Glass, and Optimus. So
that's a lot of the same mold. Very nice.
Get your Optimi. Next up, a teaser from Yellow Park. They are doing a drift. Not sure if it's the Last Night or Age of Extinction, but it's one of them.
It's one of them. Sure, fine. Okay, cool.
More non-transforming Transformers. Aldley, their premium edition. This is Shattered Glass, Megatron, and Starscream.
These guys were selling like hotcakes at the convention, by the way, at TFCon. A lot of people brought Aldley to sell, and yeah, whew, those are flying off the shelves. People were really excited for them.
Yeah, I have a feeling there was that first wave. People it was like you had mentioned. There was some issues with it, and people didn't know this company, and now they're just churning out product.
Yeah, and the first wave was pretty like it was just really expensive to get the individual figures off eBay, and it still is. If you can buy a case, if you can find a place to buy a case, it's pretty cool. But
it makes me wonder if they'll go down the blockies route and reissue stuff and just keep reproducing.
They might.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't build these, right? Not like blockies we build.
No, you don't. They just come out of the box and they're done.
Yep. Next up is the Kanan's favorite Transformer, Bumblebee. This is an update on Flame Toys' G1 version of Bumblebee.
Yeah, they did a Bumblebee, right? Ages ago. It was one of the earlier kits, and he was very stylized, and he had some classics to him. He had some Action Master to him, and he was odd. And then this is the Bumblebee you probably actually wanted if you're a Bumblebee collector. So now you can get it.
Oh, Zakanan's being polite tonight.
Oh, okay. Nice to Bumblebee again. Oh, thank you. That's like 2 weeks in a row that you've been Bumblebee kind. I'm gonna get used to it. I'm gonna forget that you've got a Vengeance class. Yay, next reveal is Char Aznable.
Yeah, this was pure Gundam right here. This was for Smudge if he's around. And Zaldron. So people are getting Brawl in hand. And the main thing, this is kind of like one of the first times we've seen the foot mode for the Age of the Primes Brawl. Kind of worried.
Yeah, it's not looking as cool because it's got those. Is that his arms just heading off the back?
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Scrapper a little bit, but not using them as heels.
Yeah, they're just leaving. Arms are just taking off on a little trip. Now, is this photo from someone who got a leaked one and they're mistransforming it? I hope, or is this officially from the team?
I mean, look under the foot.
There's instructions.
Instructions.
Oh, His instructions. Okay. That's the bad news. Thank you, Dave. Because I saw the secret looking instructions first, and I was like, oh, those are the right instructions. But you're right. His instructions are there in the chart with his legs crossed picture.
And not
nice.
to bury any lead, because we will get to this. There was mentioning that Onslaught is a frame.
So you can tell that Onslaught has to be a frame,
right?
From looking at it in the far left picture there. Like, there has to be something to fill in that back.
Yeah.
So
I have a feeling it'll be a heel. It won't be as much as like Superion and Minosaur, where it's like a whole leg and it just plugs in. I think it'll plug in, but it'll be more of a flat piece with a heel on it.
Yeah, I think so too.
But we can talk more about that when we get to the MCM stuff, which is ironically next.
Right now. Welcome to
So,
London.
if you guys haven't been paying attention to us or anything on the socials, MCM London was this last weekend. Hasbro made a presence there. The Transformers team, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and Marvel was there. And here is a picture of their little booth.
It looks claustrophobic to go into and look at stuff.
Yeah. And then here's some more. Nothing really new in the cases. This is all stuff we've seen.
All stuff that went up for pre-order today, actually.
Yes.
It was a pre-order slaughter fest for Transformers fans today, if you're not aware. If you pre-ordered all this stuff, you were out like $8 million. It's really rough.
We might have complained about prices last week, or I might have, anyways.
Well, it sure did come to fruition today. Like, the idea of ordering that Brawl we just showed and seeing that, like, I ordered by itself and seeing that price coming up to like $45 with tax was just like, what am I doing? This is a mainline foot. Ugh.
Yeah. And like, I think, like I might have mentioned it before, but the thought of it being more like the Devastator feet, where there might be some articulation or a ratchet in them, kind of makes it a little better, but at the same time, not really.
Not really.
Not now.
Really. No. They're not feeling it.
So there was 2 reveals at MCM London. Here's the first set of reveals. So going back to our timelines, like we saw last 2 weeks ago at NYCC.
So these 2 are definitely, the other set definitely had the winner. You know, Optimus Prime was definitely fun and interesting and oddball. These 2 are not as much, right? Like, I'm liking the Bumblebee a little bit in his robot mode. He's a yellow ninja, so he's got like enough Naruto vibes to make you go like, oh, this is like a better Naruto toy than the Naruto toy. And that flying squirrel mode, I guess it's supposed to evoke a like ninja glider. That's what I'm thinking they're trying to do with it. It's okay. Like, that alt mode's kind of a loser, but the ninja mode's pretty cool. And then opposite for Megatron, right? Like, I kind of like that boar mode. He looks kind of neat. He's a cool robot boar, but that robot mode is like, kind of meh.
Yeah, so I was listening today as I was working on the slideshow and social media posts and stuff like that on some of the news, playing catch up basically. Evan, or Toys R Us, was talking to Evan, and Evan kind of gave some history on both of them. I can't remember what all he said about Bumblebee, but he had mentioned Megatron, where farmers had to deal with wild boars tearing up their fields, and that was kind of one of the reasons they picked that alt mode for Megatron. And then his fusion cannon is kind of a reminiscent of like a flintlock cannon for feudal Japan. But I can't remember for the life of me how he was talking about the inspiration behind Bumblebee, other than that type of flying squirrel is in Japan.
Yeah, okay. I mean, they're fine. Like, one problem again with the timeline sets is these are going to be deluxe size figures, and they're probably going to be $55 for the 2 of them, and that's just going to be kind of that's going to be a tough pill to swallow. But I'm a Bumblebee collector, so I'll probably get it.
And you want Optimus Prime, so you're on the other set.
Yep, I'm getting the other set, even though the Starscream bird thing is not that great, but
Right.
Oh well.
Maybe you might know a Starscream collector that would want that and take it off your
I
hands.
do know a Starscream collector. I can ask.
Yeah. But and then this is just images from the slideshow, kind of a little bit cleaner. I mean, cleaner pick from them. They don't have all the pre-production sample jargon on them. But so next up, probably the bigger reveal that everybody's been waiting for. This is Onslaught, the commander for 2026.
He looks pretty cool, right? The Onslaught mode looks pretty cool. The base is all right.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a little worse than Silverbolt somehow, but maybe in hand it'll be fun like Silverbolt does. Silverbolt is a blast to play with, so maybe it'll be a little better in hand. You can definitely see something that looks like feet.
Yeah.
On the back of that, and you can definitely see full ass arms, right? Like those are just Superion style arms.
Looks like the same style fist almost, where they're just closed fist.
It does, yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping that that feet that you're seeing are the heels, and they plug into the front of that.
I'm guessing they will, yeah,
Yeah.
because like that would be the back of the leg would be that panel that it attaches to, and then it would just kind of stand on that, so it gives it a nice stable back.
Yep.
I could see that, and the arms come off the side, the waist is there in the middle. Yeah, it'd be all right.
And then here's kind of like the vehicle mode, and then some comparisons with the other Combaticons. Now, Lenny held this during the panel, and I mean that thing looked like all of like a foot long. Well, no, almost like 2 feet long. So I mean, it's got size to it. That I don't want to say it's worth the $90 price point, but it might fulfill that price point.
Yeah, this is Onslaught from Bruticus, Joey. The Bruticus team, the Combaticons. Onslaught's the middle guy. Who's the truck?
And then here's a comparison with the Commander Prime, the new leader Soundwave, and then Thunder Cracker.
Yeah, the size is okay. I think Voyages are gonna hurt me a lot in the future, because I look at that brawl, I look at it beside a deluxe. It's a little bit bigger. I kind of can see it being a Voyager, but good grief, it costs so much money. Made me feel crappy.
I almost like, not to keep patting on this, but it just feels like they know Voyagers like their money point, not like price point money, but where they can fit a lot of their shit in.
Yeah.
Now they're making us pay for it.
Yep. Now they're making us pay for it.
Well, so that's all for official news. Like I said, there wasn't much going on at MCM London for Transformers. So let's move on to third-party news. And on to Bruticai. So Lasercat Toys is doing their Chibi Bruticus, and they've updated some pre-production samples, and I mean, it almost looks like they're really close color-wise, at least with the limbs.
It's pretty cool. Like I'm into it. It's fun.
Yep. And speaking of price point, like I think the Predaking was like around 150, 140. So you get all of them. So I mean that's 5. They're all transforming. So
yeah, it's not that small if you look at the hand in the picture. It's like a little bigger than a Legends figure probably. So
yep.
They're cool.
And Lasercat's not only doing combiners, they did a tease earlier this week, and I'm sure we can all tell who this is.
It's Bumble Guy.
Yep.
But it's the horrible trash Bumblebee from the movies. I hate movie Bumblebee, in case y'all don't know. This is like Pacifier. I just do not like him.
Well, I mean, he was like Transformer Jesus. He took Optimus Prime's slot in that Rise of the Beast movie.
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
Yep. So pre-TFCon, we got a reveal of the toy deco from Mastermind Creations of their hotspot. So that's the 5th member of the toy deco.
Yeah, I get to see these guys in the case at TFCon, and they sure are impressive, right? Like, they really are. The Protectobots team is really nice looking from MNC, whether they're toy or cartoon deco. They're great.
Good looking. It's like I'm building X-Trans bots as my defensor. I might have to go back and pick these up to be my individual bots, because that's the other thing. They make great individual bots in my opinion for what I'm looking for.
It's real nice.
Initial Goose is excited.
Goose is excited. They should be. This is good.
Speaking of exciting people, Anna, how excited are you to see this?
I brought these to the con to show to my friends to try to talk them into buying it. I convinced a couple people to go for not these two, but the other set that I've shown off on the show before. And these trades are like, let me just take you back a step here. Like, the original G1 Japanese Raiden was a tiny, tiny toy. Like, they were really small. So the idea of Legends being the place for the set just feels natural to me, right? You're closer to model train size. You're closer to original Raiden size. Like, it just all kind of works out. And I'm in for it. Like, these two look so good with the full coloration. Like, I was a little worried when we saw the first pics and they were partially colored.
Mm-hmm.
I am 100% in. These look great.
Yeah.
I'm all excited. I really hope the second two make it out in the next 6 months. Or the second two. The last two. So we can finish this thing and I can have my first ever Raiden.
I wonder if that's part of the reason why there's such a long delay between each of them, because they're doing two at a time as opposed to one at a time. Do you like the timing and being able to get two at a time, or what's your thoughts on that?
Fine by me. Yeah.
As long as they're completing them, right?
Yeah, as long as they're completing them, I'm good. And Zeldar mentioned scale. And, one option is put them with Dr. Wu, right? Put them with Dr. Wu, and their trains are bigger than cars, so they'll work out all right.
So next up is more Optimus Prime.
Always
so this is Lucky Cat, not to be confused with Laser Cat, and they are doing a Nemesis version. I believe this is the Rise of the Beast, but it can be used as both that and Bumblebee, because if you look at the weapons he comes with like both weapons.
This is Legends, right? This is their old Legends build they did a while ago.
I don't know. I didn't see a height.
Okay.
But it looks big. But I mean, like, looking at the engineering, it looks big.
Okay, it might be. They might have done a bigger one. I just don't remember. Possible.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't see a height anywhere. But speaking of the small side, we have Galaxy Toys doing their Beachcomber in the G2 colors. Actually, they're doing.
Why.
Go ahead.
I don't know why I've always loved G2 Beachcomber. Like, something about that green and orange on him. Like, I'm just really into that. So this one, I'm in for. I want to see more Galaxy Toys. You know how much I love their reflector. So
yeah,
I want to see what they got.
Just looking at the images, I mean, he looks very poseable. So
he does. He looks like he can really pose good. He looks articulate. He looks nice. I'm in.
So not only are they doing G2, they are doing Toon accurate toy deco. I mean, you could probably go both ways with this one.
Looks good though. Looks good in the blue too.
And they're doing others. They're doing Golden Lagoon, but that looks really Turd Lagoon. And they're doing Translucent, which is kind of leading into our next segment that I added.
I'm sure you've thought about me naked, huh?
Am I that transparent?
I ran clear across Alabama. I'm looking at you through the glass.
And Lieutenant Kendrick was clear on what you wanted?
Crystal.
Loud and clear, Easy Rhino.
Simple.
Are we clear? Yes, sir. Are we clear?
I can see right through you.
Jesus.
You can't handle the truth.
Translucent. I know, we're in shock and awe, right? We have translucent beachcomber.
Yes, translucent beachcomber. I'm recovering from you screaming translucent in the middle of your video. That made me very tired. Very tired. If y'all hadn't noticed, I may have picked up a little bit of a cold at the convention, so some are already tired. But gosh, that just made me like, it's bedtime now. I'm dying. Jeez, man.
And on more translucent news, we are getting a translucent Studio Cell Unicron.
Yeah. I saw a lot of Studio Cells this weekend. And it sure is a nice looking toy. I've heard it is a horror movie to transform, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't transformed mine.
Really? Is it just bot mode forever, or is it planet mode forever?
No, I got to do a review of it because I'm slowly going through all my stuff and reviewing it, so it will get transformed.
He rocks the green. He rocks the green well.
Yeah, and as soon as I saw this, I immediately sent images of it to Zakanen because he does clear and green, so it looks like he's pretty hyped in the chat. But not only is it green, but it glows in the dark.
Ooh, see, that's seductive for me. I like that.
Yeah, and that looks pretty slick.
It does. It looks slicky.
So now we are on to TFCon and the third-party panel. So I grabbed some images. Here's the floor before it's packed. This is the Chosen Prime booth. Here's some images, some exclusives, some sneaky reveals of the Chosen Prime booth. One of them we'll get to later. I saved it for the end because I think that was the coolest thing that was shown off this weekend. And I think you might be tempted to it.
A little bit.
Here is the floor that I've heard from other people that it was tight.
Let me tell you, like TFCon, I started going to TFCon in 2016. TFCon in 2016 was a pretty chill experience, right? Like it was a lot of Transformers fans, lots of good stuff, lots of third-party stuff. But you could go in the dealer's room, you could walk around, you could talk to people. It was good times. Like it was perfectly fine to get around. In years recent, it has not been great as far as the amount of people in the dealer's hall, especially the location in Chicago where they've had it. And this is like their 5th time using that location in Chicago. It's way too small for the crowds now. So it was a little rough to get around the dealer's room. And the dealer's room was really picked over by like 2 o'clock on Saturday because, you only bring so much stuff.
Yeah. I can imagine some of these images look familiar because a vantage point you might have been around for a little bit that weekend.
I know these people in a lot of these pictures. Yeah. Very exciting. I saw them so many times.
But I swiped some of these from Collecticon's Facebook page, so
that works. Cybertron did a huge booth with videos and plushie Grimlocks, and it was crazy.
So anybody that watches us and they always see the Collecticon ad. I mean, he does one heck of a, especially Chicago since it's close to home. But he did one heck of a setup. And then I added this. This is something you want to talk about.
Yeah, so this was a surprise to me, right? Like, I knew everything that was coming out in the exclusives booth, but then when I went through it, like the line was pretty long into the exclusives booth. I managed to get everything I wanted, but I kind of had to walk by everything they were trying to sell. And this one just like jumped out to me because I did not know they were doing little acrylic standees of Makotron's artwork. Because Makotron's artwork's been around for a very long time, but especially in the time since the start of the Bishonen, or Bishojo, not Bishonen, but Bishojo figures. Makotron's had a lot of the, gender bent Megatron and Optimus and other characters art, and they did this as a 10-pack of acrylic standees that you could buy for a hundo, or you could buy them blind boxed, one a piece, for them. It was just really interesting. It was an odd thing to see, just kind of like not an artist alley item, but a big third-party vendor. This was at the A3U and Toy Dojo booth that was selling the exclusives, but to see a big vendor selling an artist's work, fan art basically. It was neat. I liked it. Uh-oh, you're quiet.
Oh, I said hopefully with their permission, or was that the actual artist selling them?
I don't know. I've never actually met Makotron, so I don't know what they look like, and I don't know. I'm assuming it's with permission though. I actually saw that their Instagram did advertise these months ago, so it's definitely permission.
So Ace is working with the one artist that did those G.I. Joe Transformer amalgamation crossovers.
Yeah.
It would be really cool if somebody worked with him to do action figures. I don't think transforming stuff would work so well, but action figures would, especially some of these female designs with the curves.
I love that. It would be neat. It would be neat to see. Like, I would like the little Jazz. That would be a fun figure to have.
Yep. And the Megatron's kind of hot with those shorty shorts. that brooding look.
Very angry looking.
Oh, I just noticed the Shockwave with like the cowboy hat.
Yep.
So did you? I didn't hear. Did you go home with one of these?
No, I actually didn't. I have this hesitation thing where I always hesitate to pick things up, so I just didn't manage to grab these before they I was gonna pick them up, but they were already closing their booth by the time I went to pick them up, so I missed it.
I've never seen the Optimus with the dog trailer and the cat roller.
It's adorable, right? The cat roller is killing me. I just love it so much.
That's really good. So you touched on exclusives. So did you grab the pins?
I'm a pen person. I didn't grab the pens.
Okay. So here's
They also did pens for the Baldigus.
Oh, okay. They did. And speaking of, so if any of you guys pay attention to the YouTubes, this is from Proto Man. He's oh god, I can't remember his dang podcast now. I said it earlier. Transformer Slag podcast. So typically he's been doing little exclusives every year, and it's usually been based on video game cartridges. And this one is a Game Boy cartridge, and Anna, I believe, has it to show off.
I just showed it. I'm slipping it out. This is an unboxing, live unboxing right here. Here we go.
And it has a little bumblebee head.
It is, in fact, a Rat Trap cartridge of Pokemon Yellow that transforms into Bumblebee. If I can get the head to stay out. Ta-da! The Bumble is here. I love this. It's so silly. It's such a silly, fun thing.
Yeah.
Lighthearted, goofy. Clearly 3D printed. You're handling it. You're like, oh, this is 3D printed plastic. It is what it is. But, gosh, sure it's fun. All right, very silly. Limited to 40 pieces. A friend of mine was able to grab one for me while I was in line for exclusives. So I am thrilled to have this
somebody was able to
thing.
pick it up for you.
Yep. I asked for some help, so I was able to get one, and I'm thrilled. It's really goofy. I like my jokes.
Well, let's see. So next up, I can't remember if we had teasers of this last week, but
ice cream. Its name was Ice Cream.
Yeah. So very this funny. Is the TF Source Make Toys. TF Source is a retailer, and it's a Make Toys Seeker mold.
That thing sold out on Saturday. You never expect the Make Toys Colorverse Seekers to sell out, but they sold out on Saturday, no problem.
Yeah. A lot of times these exclusives go up for sale on the sites. They don't have all the stock, but I think there was only 250 of this one made, so it's limited.
Might be out of luck.
Next up, we have pictures, but I probably should just zoom back to Anna.
I should just zoom back to Anna. I brought him along.
So the Mastermind Creations Ramhorn.
Did a still jaw last. I didn't really like it. I was a little nervous. Ramhorn was coming to town finally after all these years of waiting for it. Same thing they did with Steeljaw. They are doing a first run as a convention exclusive with gold chrome. It'll be gold plastic, just regular gold coloration for the main run, as far as I know. So this one's just a little bit different than the rest of them. This thing is fantastic. Like, I am really happy with this. You know, just compare this thing to a recent mainline Ramhorn, right? Like, look at this dumpy little box.
That's a
Ramhorn
Ramhorn
right now.
It looks like a little cube with feet.
Right? Dummy cube guy, and yeah, you even have to put the parts on him to make him complete. You're like, what? Why? Right? This is cool. Like, I'm honestly, other than that other one, I actually even like my old MFT Legend Scale one better. But this is good. I will say, I kind of had a harrowing experience. I opened mine late night on Saturday night, and I'll tell you what, like, at like 1 a.m, this was a really hard transformation in the first place. But this morning after I had rested, really easy transformation. So I think it's actually very intuitive and nice. But my first version of this I got came without a lower jaw. The folks at the booth were very nice and helped me replace it, helped me get one that has a lower jaw. It looks so much better with the lower jaw. You look great without one. But this is sturdy, it's great, it's really fun. I hope that its joints hold up better than like the Ravages. I think they will. It feels very sturdy. Gonna look great on my shelf. Super excited to have them, and highly recommended. I don't know if I highly recommend the repaints they'll do of it. I've never really found the Ramhorn repaints to be very exciting, unless of course they went for the old KFC one they did years ago. DairyCon, I believe, got the cow made. Yeah. For the old KFC Ramhorn. So they did a cow out of this thing. I'd straight up buy a cow, but otherwise I'm not too interested.
Well, I know.
Great, though.
I know I found one of those on eBay one time and let one of our friends know about it, and she bought it instantly.
You know, it's good times.
Yeah. And like I said, so this is another exclusive, but most likely they'll do a rerun of this for general release, and usually the weapons aren't vac metal like the ones on Anna's copy.
Yep. So there should be a main release. There'll be plenty of them for people in the future, but if you want this one, you're gonna have to see if they put up any for sale online. I don't know if they will.
And if they do,
it did sell out at the con. It did sell out. I actually got this was the last one Sunday morning. So
yep.
No more.
So next up, I don't know why I went to the slideshow, because we're just going to go right back to Anna.
I haven't unboxed it yet, so I
you haven't unboxed it?
Show. Okay. I can just be like, hey, look, ta-da, I got it. I'm so excited. I was hoping to really have time to build this thing Saturday night, but like we ended up having kind of a slow dinner and everything, so I didn't get to. But yeah, we've got our Dole Reller now. Can finish building us. Very excited to finish this. As Taylor and I mentioned, we're watching in our book club, we're watching Car Robots right now. So we got to see these guys recently get introduced. And now I get to build their big combined form. And yeah, this looks like a really fun toy. He's kind of a stumpy little dude. Well, not little at all. He's kind of a stumpy big dude. But, I mean, he just looks like a very fun toy to play with. So
have you even pulled him out of the box, or?
I've not. I've actually got him. And the last one from BotCon, I finally got a hold of this weekend. So I've actually got two to put together.
In bot mode. I mean, as tall as that box looks, I would imagine that's
bot. I think it is. I think it comes in bot mode.
And then the last exclusive, we showed this one off last week. This is the Fans Hobby MB-08 Helmsman, which is based off of, I forget his name. I said it earlier. Quake. Is it Quake? Quake Wave? Quake something?
Yeah, but you killed it for me, so I can't say it now. I always want to call it Thunder Blast. But that's not his name.
I'm sure somebody in the chat will say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then you can over there on the right hand side, there's kind of all of their European Skyquake. Thank you, Zeldron.
Not normal Quake, Skyquake.
All their European exclusive redecos that they've done throughout the years that are really expensive in the secondary market.
Yeah, and this guy was expensive in hand just because it is such a big toy. I showed off a couple weeks ago. I showed off the Overlord version, and it's just so massive. Like it's a $280 exclusive. It's a lot of money, but you get a lot of toy, and you really can't complain about Fans Hobby. Fans Hobby is good.
And Fans Hobby did post that this will go up for sale on October 30th, but that's just if you're outside the U.S. If you want to get it inside the U.S., check the Chosen Prime. The Chosen Prime hasn't posted anything since this recording or since I made the slideshow, which was this evening, most of the evening. So keep a lookout if you want it. And then since we're on Fans Hobby, we might as well stick with Fans Hobby. So coming from the third-party panel, this was the only really new thing they showed. This is a white variant of their naval commander, and I don't even know what the other one's called. Ultra Big Load.
Nice, good name. Ultra X Load.
Yeah, X Load.
Yeah, they look good in the all Ultra Magnus color. The Hoops all Ultra Magnuses. I like it. Let's see.
Yep. Next up, MMC. So this is their. I don't know if this is this what the Eris was called too, the Dimensions Bridge, or was it her own thing? Because like the whole idea behind this is they're taking like real world cars and then turning them into robots.
Yeah, Eris is part of Infinite Infinity.
Okay.
She started Infinite Infinity.
So the last one was like Initial D Drift, and I forget. This one's not Lockdown. It's I can't remember the name of this one either. I had it earlier.
Deathlock. It's his old name when he was a Decepticon.
See, that's why Anna's here, because I know nothing. Next up from MMC is their Constructicon Hook.
Yeah, MMC stuff is so cool. Like I'm really loving their stuff. Like their combiners are just so good.
Yeah. And the more you see of them, the better they look. But I think I'm good on the two that I'm working on.
Yeah, I mean, like I think it's gonna be neat. I kind of wanna get all their combiners.
Yeah.
It's killing me. We like I have to correct things when we say them wrong. Like all three of us did it. It's Deadlock, not Deathlock.
Yeah.
I just had to fix that. Deadlock is a different guy.
Let's see. Next up is we're moving into Legend Scale. So this is from New Age. They are doing their H75 Wyatt, or as we know him, Retgar.
Retgar.
And you can see he's riding himself. And what do we know about New Age? If you've paid any attention, they don't care, and they will repaint the hell out of them. So get your Legend Scale Junkions, because they will be making a butt ton of them.
I bet there'll be at least 20.
Yep.
Go for it.
And we Initial Goose mentioned Initial D in the chat. Maybe that's what they're doing as well with this Skyline front end looking car.
Be. I don't know.
Could be a drift, but coming soon.
Yeah, I still got to get that. The first Initial D drift they did. I still got to get that one
from MMC.
The MMC one, yeah. I want it. I just when I went to purchase it this weekend, the booth had already closed. So they'd already packed it up, and I was like, I want one. They were like, sorry, no can do. So I missed it. Yeah, get me one.
And kind of what I was hinting about earlier. So Iron Factory is doing more stuff for their Samurai series, and this is their Black Arachnia, and she's kind of got heels. She might not stand very well.
No, I think she actually has the full bottom of her shoe.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's split. I think it's the way it should be. So it's more of a clog style as far as how it will sit on the ground. So I think that'll be okay. I think that will be all right to stand on. Iron Factory usually keeps her stuff standing decently well.
I wonder if she has different faces. Because
She
you see
does.
the one where she's got the terrorizing, like almost maniacal look, and then the other one, like the smirk, like, yeah, you done screwed up, buddy.
Yeah, she looks cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like their samurai stuff. I probably won't get it, but I do like how she came out.
Yeah. Zakanan has a question. You might know. Do you have any? You have some Iron Factory stuff.
Oh,
you have the.
tons. Yeah, I have plenty of Iron Factory. Iron Factory quality is fantastic. They started, their original designs were very simple. They were always high quality. They were always very stable. They've gotten a lot more complicated over the years. Like their Lyle Kaiser is pretty complex, but it is all so good. Like it is really solid plastic, solid construction, really good stuff. I would highly recommend it, and they have kept their prices reasonable over the years.
Yep.
New Age and even Magic Square have kind of drifted up pretty high, but Iron Factory still tries to keep most of their figures in the $40 price point. So towards the $40 price point, not always there, but you know, they're a lot more reasonable. So highly recommended.
And if you're gonna do any Iron Factory stuff, remember they're legends, so they're around three inches. Yep. They're small. A lot of these third-party companies, your best bet is to find Asian retailers like Shozi, TF Safari, are the two that come to mind that I use the most. So, domestic, you're going to be paying that domestic price.
You are. Yeah, I highly recommend finding a Chinese dealer. They definitely get you much cheaper prices.
And on the Beast Wars, yeah, here's their Tigertron.
It's great. Got little flames on him. He's cool.
And sticking with Beast Wars and Legend Scale, one of my favorite companies that seem to come out of nowhere is Robot Toys. So they are doing a Legend Scale Tarantulas, which is killing me because I want the MP version. But the next,
I gotta see the colors on this thing. Like without the color, without the paint, I'm not liking that at all. But I'm hoping with the paint, I like it better because I kind of want to shift my Beast Wars to Legends.
And it's what's funny. Like if you collect Masterpiece, getting Legends Beast Wars stuff almost actually scales with the.
It does, yeah. It makes more sense.
Yep. So, speaking of their Masterpiece, they are doing a. Oh man. I'm having memory issues. Yeah, Waspinator. Good Lord, why I am forgetting these names tonight.
There's too many Transformers. You're overwhelmed.
Yeah, this looks really cool. I like how they did the double wings.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking really good. We need a T-scale Waspinator. So
it's weird how they phased the hand out, but I'm digging it. So.
Say though, like, I don't think they made a good choice. Even if it's just like random, and I know Transformers fandom is little by comparison, I don't think they made a good choice naming it after a Pokemon. Like, Nintendo is litigious. Like, famously, I would not have chosen to name it Beedrill. That was just not a good idea, in my opinion.
So that's the name of the Pokemon. Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Super wise to me, but
I'm trying to think what scored, but not was Lord Ventagon. Was that?
It was Lord Ventagon, not a Pokemon.
Okay. All right, so moving on to our next manufacturer, we have Toy Buddy, and they're doing the Rise of the Beasts. Now, if you guys, so we did the last TFCon in July. They showed off a bunch of Rise of the Beast stuff. Like they showed off Scourge. And there was one other one they showed off, and then this is the one they're pushing forward. It looks good. Like I'm trying not to get a lot of live action stuff, but I'm digging this.
Both modes are real good on it. Like it looks like it'll probably be a real chore to transform though.
Yeah,
I'm seeing like 4 hours of transformation in that thing right there. It looks like a lot.
Yep. All right. So next up, this is probably the company everybody was excited about to see because they're usually the most quietest when it comes between cons. And it's Fantastic Model, Fans Toys. So this is their this is Fans Toys' name when they did characters that was too scary that Hasbro might slap them around. It started off with I think Soundwave maybe was the first one they did Fantastic Model. So this is an update of their Rambo sideswipe.
Rambo, get it?
Yep. I have DX9, so I don't know if I want to get this.
He looks good though. Like he's got a different style to him. I feel like he's almost a little less cartoon and a little more just 80s super robot, but gosh, he looks good.
Yeah, and the Lambo, they did a pretty good job on that as well, with opening hood and the doors.
Yeah, it does look good.
So they're teasing their Optimus Prime. They have not done a full reveal of their Optimus Prime. They've teased it here and there, and then they are teasing their Red Alert, which. Here's another teaser Red Alert, but not also is there a teaser Red Alert. They've already done a Mirage, but they have not done a Toy Deco Mirage, and that looks like a Toy Deco Mirage.
There he is. Yep.
And I have the Toon or the regular Mirage. Great toy. Good transformation, not a pain in the ass. Solid toy. Jazz, on the other hand, it's got its issues, but it's pretty good Jazz. I mean. And here is all the images of Red Alert. I'm definitely going to get Red Alert because I still have my Takara Masterpiece Red Alert. So for sure, I will be getting a Red Alert.
Yeah, it looks good too. Just hard to care about Red Alert as much as I'd like.
Yeah. So Fantastic Model has continued. They showed some renders of FM07 Cop, which is Prowl. So they are doing the Dotson brothers.
I'm not as into that. I kind of like it's DX9 doing the other Prowl, right?
Yep.
I like there's better. I like there's a lot better.
And if we're only seeing renders, we have another 4 months or whatever till the next TFCon before we see like what we're seeing with Sideswipe. So it's got room to look better.
It does.
So here is more images of Prowl, and then you can see his brothers up there in the corner.
And I'm really not liking Smokescreen at all.
Smokescreen, yeah, like I think that just from looking at these renders, I still think Takara, like the hood and the chest, like that it looks better in the Takara version.
Yeah. I mean, Takara did such a good job with this mold that it's really hard to outdo them in the first place. And I don't know, I'm not liking the style on these as much.
The big upgrade I'm seeing is the legs. You have completely enclosed legs where Takara's was kind of open a little bit.
Yeah, and I get that. I get why that bothers people.
Yeah. And here is Flash or Blue Streak.
Yeah, it looks good enough too.
I mean, these guys are identical. Like, there's not much differences between the three of them. Prowl has a light bar on its back. Smokescreen has the racing ground effects, and then Blue Streak is the vanilla one of them. So on to Fans Toys proper. Here is their wind charger. And he doesn't have gappy feet like we've seen.
Doesn't have gappy feet, doesn't have ridiculous chunks flying off the back of his legs. But then again, we're comparing a deluxe from Hasbro to a masterpiece figure that, I mean, what does Fans Toys even charge for their mini bots?
Their mini bots are anywhere from like 100 to 120. I don't know what they are now. It's been a while since I bought a mini bot. They used to be under 100, and then
well, that would buy you like 2 deluxes these days, right? Hasbro dollars.
Yeah, give or take, getting close.
Getting close.
So I'm definitely going to add this one. So I have X Transbots wind charger, and he's ugly, really, really ugly with loose knees.
He's awful. I've seen him. He's not cool.
I've never even transformed him either, but
you shouldn't. He might not live through it.
Right. So continuing Devastator Wars. So here's renders of their Bone Crusher. And then here is some more Bulldozer mode and Arm mode. And yeah, I mean, it looks like I like how tuned it looks, like the way they do the faux track on the arm. So this is my Devastator. So then they have progress with their Mixmaster. So this one's, I think, next up, maybe it's Hook from them. I can't remember if it's Hook or Long Haul. And then
Real fancy, of course.
Here's a look at what their combined mode will look like. And I mean, you kind of look at it, you can tell why this is the tune accurate one I'm going for. Just the legs look the part, the arm looks the part.
It really does. Yeah, looks good.
Looking forward to completing this guy. Now the figure, the whatever you want to call it, that got everybody hooping and hollering in the third party panel is Fans Toys Broadside. And I don't know if you have your calculators out, but if you look, so Broadside's a triple changer. One of his modes is an aircraft carrier. And 700 millimeters is a little over 2 feet. So this thing is going to be 2 feet long. You know, what do you think you could do with your Dr. Wu if you had this?
You could cover this aircraft carrier in aircraft. You sure could.
Yep.
And then that aircraft carrier could turn into a robot and be friends with the aircraft.
There has been, Toy Hacks has made stickers for the Titans Return Broadside to make it look like the flag. So what do you think is going to happen with it?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Look, Stu's already on it. My man. Yes, this could be your flag. And it probably will be cheaper than buying a flag. And it's a third of the length. And it transforms.
Yeah,
the only thing I don't like about it. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's a temptation for me. This one really is, because like I don't do Fans Toys, but gosh, that's cool. Like aircraft carriers are neat, and Tidal Wave is cool, but he doesn't really look like much.
Yeah,
this really does look like an aircraft carrier, so I'm a lot more interested in it than I thought I would be.
It looks like they tried to do the aircraft carrier justice, and I think it just from these renders. The shortcoming looks like it's in the robot. Look at all them panels on its back. Like everybody was so happy with this, but that thing looks like shit in the back.
It does. The shortcoming is definitely in the jet mode.
Yeah, well, that's usually how it is with Broadside.
Yeah, with Broadside, yep.
And the other thing, like Fans Toys is notorious for doing is bot blocking, because last TFCon 01 Studios showed off their Broadside, so who knows who will make the better one. But I know 01 Studios knows how to make big Transformers.
Yeah, this one's impressive. I'm so cool with it. So excited for it.
Yeah, looking forward for more info. So
me too.
As much as I like Fans Toys, I'm not a Fans Toys bro like some people out there. So the next company I think has some of the most interesting reveals from TFCon. I would almost give them the upper hand, but they're not known for their best quality, and that's so the first thing they showed off, which we know is a solid mold because a lot of people have reviewed Scrapper and have give it good reviews. So they're doing Target Masters. The first one is Scoop. It's based off the Scrapper mold. And, I mean, we're seeing production items right here. So this is going to be in hand before you know it.
Can he still combine since he's based off Scrapper?
I don't know, because, they're doing long haul. They're doing the dump truck.
That'd be neat if he could fit in there.
Yeah. Because if anybody read the IDW, wasn't he part of the Constructicons?
Kind of happens. A little bit.
So, next up, speaking of completing teams, This is their is that camshaft. This is their third Omnibot. Kind of looks dopey. Like the proportions, how his arms and his chest look, but I never got any of the Omnibots, so I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll pick this one up or not.
I was gonna say, for everybody who watches our show and is like wetting their feet with third party, I will tell you, when you go into a TFCon dealer's room and you look at the used toys, a lot of them are X-Trans bots. A lot of people buy X-Trans bots, hate it, and sell it. Like, that's just XCB can be a very frustrating company. Like, some people love them. I don't think they should love them.
They look good as what they
do good
represent.
work, yeah.
The bad thing is their engineering is a lot of times overcomplicated, which makes really difficult transformations. And Initial Goose, to answer your question, it's called masterpiece scale. So these range anywhere from 8 to 12 inches, sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller, depends on the bot. They try to scale them all within range of like that chart. I should show that someday and kind of talk about that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Scale. But so next up, they are doing Devastator as well. Actually, they're further along than Fans Toys. So here's images of their Hook, aka Teardown. And one thing I've noticed a lot here with X-Trans bots that I like that Fans Toys isn't doing is they're making a lot of faces, emotive faces. So they're even doing that with Devastator. Oh, wait.
Yeah, their faces are fine.
So one of the things that's coming with Teardown, it's almost like what the official Hook came with, Hook and Long Haul, is a trailer, which kind of creates the lower chest / belly area of Devastator. So you can kind of see it in these pictures right here on the right hand side. The trailer kind of turns into what goes under Hook. And then there's more Devastator faces.
He looks good. The faces look great.
Yeah. They're also doing a toy accurate, which they're doing the toy accurate Devastator head with the gun that plugs into the side of his head.
I just feel like the whole thing's gonna tumble over 5 minutes after you put it together, though.
Well, here's how it looks so far in combined mode. I mean, these are chunks. I mean, these are anywhere close to 30 plus inches tall.
Real toy.
So why I kind of like hinted at Anna, or when we showed the Chosen Prime case, this is the reveal that is probably going to be scary for Anna. And it's not this one in particular, but it's what the next one is and what the other thing could lead to. So if you guys are familiar with your city bots, this is the little guy that goes with Scorponok, Fast Track. And this is, let's see, the next one is his counterpart, Black Rorichi. And this came with Black Zarek. And Black Zarek is from, Anna, would you like to take over?
Some sort of Japanese cartoon called like Extra Deity Boss Team, something like that. Super Godmaster Force. People who don't understand my bad jokes. So yes, to have my proper, I mean, I have the mainline one, right? I have the mainline. He's in there. He's my Black Zarek right now. This is bigger and fancier. But, you know, I've been railing on X-Trans bots, right? Like, I do not like them. So, like, I would have to really be convinced to own a masterpiece Titan scale figure from X-Trans bots. You'd really have to convince me. Now, this mold in the case, like, it looked great. Like, it looked nice and like chunkier than what they usually do. So like simpler, chunkier, more of that G1 look to it. So it felt like it might live a little better.
Yeah.
But I'm not convinced.
When you saw those in the case, what was your like first like reaction?
Fear. Like, what's gonna happen now?
I feel this is your first long form video, the transformation process of Black Rorichi and Zarek.
Then I'll live stream the therapy I have to go to afterwards once I break it.
So I just did say Zarek. So they are doing the head of Scorponok.
Yup, and I'm not as cool with this one. Like, I don't love it as much, but you know, it'll be good, I'm sure, in looks.
You know, just from looking at it, it almost looks like it folds like a headmaster, and then this just goes around it.
Yeah, probably.
I know they wouldn't do it that simplistic, but and like even in the render on the top left corner, it has like the tabs where it does the strength, intelligence, and
it does,
whatever the other third one is. It has those 3 different tabs. And then here is some more of the robot mode, and then the little head. So now the question is, will they do the rest of the body?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course they're going to.
Yeah, because we've already got that big Metroplex that you saw at TFCon. So we know companies can make a big city bot. The previous TFCon fans toys showed off their Fort Max, and this is Fort Max's nemesis. So this is X Transbots and fans toys going head to head.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
I want to say about that Lewin though. Like I got to see the Lewin Metroplex in person, and if you all aren't familiar, the Lewin Metroplex, it started out OSKO, Thrilling 30 Metroplex, and it evolved into a 4-foot tall, absolutely ridiculous piece, right? This thing, like the legs, I've seen people putting their children beside the legs. Like the leg is as thick as like an 8-year-old or something. Like it's crazy. But like literally the legs are like that big around, right? Like they are big. They're like half of me. So the 2 legs together are like, you know, an adult wide. Yep. With the arms. He's wider than I am, right? Like I was looking at it, I was thinking about something. I was thinking, could this fit in my car? It could not. Like it could not have fit in my car unless I took it apart. Could not have fit in the driver, couldn't fit in the passenger seat, sitting with me like a passenger. Would have needed more leg room. Would have had to scoop my driver's seat up through the windshield to give it enough leg room to sit down in the back. I think it's just too big. It's so big, but it's really cool in person. Like I was really impressed by it. Like I want to say they've done enough work on it that it looks like it would be stable. I still remember them giving out a warning that it wasn't stable long term in bot mode. I don't know if that's still true. I hope it isn't. I hope that it's stable because man, that is neat.
So when you got home from TFCon, did you go down in your room and look around? Where could Metroplex go? Over here, over here?
Not yet. Probably gonna do that though. Probably gonna do that. As I reported, I am sick, so I haven't had as much energy to do that as I want to. But yeah, I can see some places. There's a spot. There's a spot right there. I made sure to mitigate all the water down here, so I think it could happen. It's so neat. It should just be such a cool centerpiece for someone who likes Legends figures, because it would scale really well with Legends.
I think if I ever got that, I would not put my Christmas tree up anymore, and I would just wrap some Christmas lights around it, put a Mario star on top, and that would be my tree.
Around his neck. Oh, he holds up the star like the Matrix.
Oh yeah, could do that, almost like the Matrix. Yeah.
The Mario star of leadership. It'd be great. Metroplex has played leader. It works so perfect.
So Initial Goose kind of had a question on, or a little bit ago. So Talib, why are the city bots so important? So I don't think it's as important, but is what. Well, there's 2 things. So Anna is a huge fan of Super God Master Force. Black Zarek was in Super God Master Force, and we've only got two, really. The G1 that has really bad issues because it's gold plastic and it's very fragile. And then Hasbro made one from the Scorponok mold. It fills the position.
It's good. I think it's like genuinely good, especially mine has upgrade kits on it, so it's genuinely pretty nice.
So there's part of it why it's important. The second is, like HGC kind of alluded to it, it's a unit. It's going to be huge. It's going to be as big as that 4 foot tall Metroplex. It could be a little bit smaller, but it's going to be the size of a human.
It should be the size of not that small human. And I think, like, you know, from the fiction perspective, they're relatively important too. Like, you know, in the last few years, they become Titans, which has been a big part of the functioning of Cybertron, is to have these Titan type characters that help things kind of function and make the cities and keep the place alive and kind of have it as a living planet. Like, they've been a big part in that way. And I think the biggest thing to us as kids who grew up with Transformers is they were a status symbol. They were the thing that most of us could not get, right? Growing up with Transformers, it was like you would see Fort Max on TV, and you would always hear legends of this one kid who had a Fort Max.
Yeah.
But you didn't. You didn't have one. You couldn't afford one because it's enormous. It's kind of like the flag if you're a Joe collector. And, like, you know, you never got the flag, but someone, you know, a fourth cousin got the flag. It's kind of like that, where it's like, ooh, I've always wanted to have that. And it's like we feel like we have it when we get our Titans. I'm just straight at my Titans. You know, you can't see them. But then you hear a bigger and better one. You're like, ooh, I need to have the bigger and better one. I need to, like, you know, embody those dreams I had as a kid of how great it was. So that's the answer. Long-winded. They can be world building. I have a couple of my Titans right now. I have Metroplex and Fort Max set up as cities for my Dr. Wu figures right now, where they're having a little battle on them.
One of our friends does that as well. She has all the city, and they all plug together, like all the Hasbro City stuff. Most of them plug together, and she has a pretty large city, and then she collects the Dr. Wu stuff, and they fit perfectly in the Hasbro City combiners or city bots. If you haven't watched Super God Master Force, not Mega Force, it's on YouTube. It's free. There's a dubbed and a subbed. I suggest you watch the subbed. And yeah, it's I watched it for the first time with Book Club, and I really enjoyed it. There's some, you know, it's Japanese, so there's some funny stuff to it. But I mean, other than that, it's a really good show.
It's an anime, you know. It's in the vein of late 80s, early 90s anime, so it's got all the good and the bad about that. But it's also pretty entertaining, and it's a lot more character driven than a lot of Transformers stuff. It also has the kind of like a rough spot for some Transformers fans because really all of the characters are human, kind of, right? Like they're masters of various types, god masters and whatnot, so which are power masters in the US. So it's kind of like, you know, you have to start with being okay with there being human characters who turn into Transformers basically by wearing them. Some of the characters are real Transformers, you know, the pretenders show up and they are actually Transformers who somehow turn into little humans.
And the other thing with it being all Japanese based animation and content, those toys were in the States. It's just we knew them as Power Masters. So most of all the toys that are in that show we got in the States, just they weren't named Super God Master Force or God Masters.
Yeah, the main character is Jinrai, who is Power Master Optimus Prime for us, but in that fiction, he's a weird 18-year-old trucker who finds an abandoned spare body for Optimus Prime and ends up, through the magic of fashionable bracelets he finds in the glove compartment, getting to wear Optimus Prime's corpse. It's good stuff.
They make Pretenders cool, other than Diver. Diver's not cool.
Diver's not so cool. Diver doesn't get to do much.
So was there anything else I mean,
I
I
wanna
know,
share
I know
one
you
other
weren't feeling
kind of-
good, so I wanted to get through this as quick as possible and cover
I
everything.
recommend, if people are excited about Transformers conventions, check one out. At some point there'll be another TFCon in the spring in LA, so maybe check that one out. Or if you're Canadian, there's always the Toronto one that happens at some point in the summer, and there's also a very well traveled and long time, but not absolutely huge convention called DairyCon in Wisconsin during the spring, that people tell me is really super fun. So, there's options to go to Transformers conventions in the future. I say go for it.
Was you alluding to DairyCon?
Yeah, I thought I said DairyCon.
Oh, okay.
I swear. But I may not have. I'm tired. I got the word out. But yeah, DairyCon's good. People tell me it's good. I haven't been there yet. I think I'll go in spring. I'm going to try to go to the LA TFCon this year as well. So, yeah, it's fun. The crowds were way too bad at this one. Like, it did hurt the con this year, unfortunately. LA doesn't get as bad with the crowds.
Like I said, I watched some other YouTubers that were there, and you were not the only one that was one of their big complaints. That and the typical con smell.
It gets kind of rough at Transformers cons. TFCon has a cool culture where, it's you spend a lot of time in the dealer's room running around, and then in the evenings, people sell stuff out of their hotel rooms. You go on treasure hunts across the hotel. It's enjoyable as the way that culture goes. But unfortunately, everyone I talked to who is really trying to do the full attendee experience, trying to see their favorite artists, get autographs, get in line for David K. David K's line was a ridiculous number of hours. I don't know if anybody should have really wanted to stand through that. If you were wanting to actually do autographs and stuff, the autograph lines literally went through the dealer's room, making it more clogged. The waits were ridiculous, and even the panels were hard to get into just because of the number of people, the pure number of bodies, wall to wall at all times, hard to look at stuff. And honestly, the dealer's room had sold out of a lot of its really unique stuff by I say 2:00 because that's when I really get to go shopping. I was like, where's the good stuff? But honestly, I'd say by noon, a lot of people are sold out of the really unique, there's only a couple of these at the con type stuff. So, kind of grown out of its size at this point. Needs to kind of figure out a way to grow a little bit larger. But I've heard the DairyCon is very manageable. Again, if we all advertise it and get more people to go,
right,
we could mess that one up. But
yeah, that's the downside of growth. If you don't prepare for it, it doesn't make the experience as fun.
Yeah, that was around.
But growth is a good thing at the same time. But I mean, you got that even flow, right?
Yeah, I'll say one really good thing I noticed at TFCon the last few times, and especially this time, is just I feel kind of old there. I see a lot of younger people, a lot of people younger than me. I sold at the con a little bit at my own booth, and a lot of the people coming up and buying things for me, seem to be teenage to early 20s. I'm 42 now, so it is nice to kind of see that the fandom's moving.
Right, yeah, that's another positive, because that's another thing a lot of us complain or worry about is, will anybody be carrying this once we're dead and gone?
Yeah,
we're the caretakers, right? We're the current caretakers. We need to pass it on.
It's true.
All right, so
I'll mention though, I just wanted to share one more thing I got at the con because it was kind of fun. There was a big raffle put on by the seller, Artfire 2000, who were doing their 10th anniversary celebration of being a store, and they did a big raffle with lots of cool Jiwa Japanese stuff, and I entered it, and I got to bring home something that I would have never expected to own. Really random, right? This is the original Japanese Star Convoy.
Jelly.
Complete in box, good condition, decent condition box. It's obviously got a little bit of tape on it, but otherwise it's really nice. Still vibrant colors. This thing is from 1991, so it's probably older than some of you in the chat. Gives me a run for my money myself. It's really cool just to have something like this. I'm not a vintage collector, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep it forever. I'm gonna put it up on my shelf for a while and see how I feel about it. Because it is a really cool piece to have, but it is it's such a block, you know. It's a big chunk that even taking it out of the box would be kind of pointless. And like, you know, look at those stickers on his shoulder. I mean, those stickers are flawless. I put that fade out in the humid air. Those stickers might not be flawless anymore. So, really cool thing to have. Really cool event. I thought it was really neat that they put that on. It was a very fun, like, it took them, 45 minutes to go through and do all of the drawing. It was a nice long raffle. So it was a really fun event. I think raffles at Transformers Cons are probably a really good fit because we're all filthy consumers.
And that Star Convoy is probably better than the one that was produced recently.
I'd say it definitely has more charm. It's motorized, compatible with Micromasters. It's got its charm. So yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to share. I have so many other things I could share, but I wanted to keep it relatively tight tonight so that we wouldn't be here super late because I need to go to bed.
Yeah, we got time. Days off. We got time next week. We can always bring stuff up. Like I said, there was a lot of news, and some of the stuff I missed and didn't get to it. It'll get added on to next week. So
yep.
One thing that we're spoiled with when it comes to Transformers. There's always something to talk about every week.
It really is. We'll be back next week with more nonsense.
So Anna, do you have anything you'd like to shout out for what you got going on this week?
Put a little more on my Instagram than I used to. Like every once in a while, put up a couple things. So maybe I'll get a little more active.
I saw a post today.
I know. I've been doing things. Been trying.
So I do some stuff. Let's see if I can cut this without getting too long-winded. So check me out, Talib1980_collects. I am on Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook. I'm at like 60-some followers on Facebook. I'm trying to get to 100 so I can stream on there as well when I multi-stream. The bulk of the stuff I do typically is YouTube. So same thing, Talib1980_collects. Every Tuesday and Friday, a review goes up, or a showcase, as some other people call them. Tomorrow is one of my rare Transformers made by Hasbro, Age of the Primes, Venom. So he's a deluxe Insecticon, and he completes a team. Yes, the Hasbro Transformers completes teams, my friend. Some of those other Hasbro groups don't complete teams. It only took them 2 years to complete them? So yeah, that review is going up at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Also tomorrow, technically in an hour and a half, is news and reviews for this week or last week. That'll be a live premiere. Check that out if you stay up late, or just check it out in the morning when you're driving to work. And then also tomorrow, Tuesday's busy. Tuesday is open mic night, 8 p.m. Anybody and everybody can show up. Show your toys off. Don't be a dick. Problem is, Abby got a bunch of stuff from the convention this weekend, so he's probably not going to let everybody talk. It's just going to be all Abby, which he couldn't even stay all day Friday night for a show. I had to take over Friday night. Which brings me on to Friday night is our, I don't want to say main show, but it's our interview show that starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. So check out Figure Fight Club Friday nights. And that's all we got. Thank you for watching. Oh, wait, one more thing before we sign off. I want to thank everybody in the chat real quick because I didn't do it at the beginning. Initial Goose, Zakanen, Lou, not Stu, Stu, not Lou, HGC, Zaldron, Zakanen, the translucent one. Was there anybody else? I know I saw other names. Minhoza. I'm trying to just scroll through the chat. Joey. And if I forgot your name, I apologize. Thank you. Good night. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Thank you.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, The figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.